Welcome to a world of laughs where humor knows no bounds. Enjoyed your stay? Subscribe, hit like, and keep the chuckles coming. Remember, laughter is timeless.
Once there was an American man and a Russian man who didn't make the best choices in life. They were both involved in a serious car crash, and sadly neither of them survived. Their souls left their bodies and began their journey into the unknown. They floated and drifted until they came upon a startling sight, the massive, intimidating gates of hell. As they approached the gates, they noticed a figure emerging from the shadows. It was Satan, with a cunning smile on his face. He welcomed them to their afterlife. "Gentlemen," he said, "you have a decision to make. We have two types of hell here, American hell and Russian hell." The American, curious, asked what happens in American hell. Satan replied, "In American hell, you have the freedom to do as you please. There are many activities, places to relax, and friends to meet. However, there is one rule: every morning you must eat a shovel full of manure." The Russian, frowning, asked, "And what about Russian hell?" Satan explained, "In Russian hell it's almost the same. You have activities and entertainment, but instead of one shovel of manure, you must eat two shovels." The American quickly decided, "I'll go to American." How, he said, thinking one shovel was better than two. The Russian, after pondering for a moment, surprisingly chose Russian hell. Time passed, and life in American hell for the American was as Satan had promised. He played golf, enjoyed parties, and met many interesting souls. Yes, he had to eat manure every morning, but he got used to it. Considering the fun he had for the rest of the day, eventually the American encountered the Russian during an event that had gathered many souls from various hells. They hugged, and the American asked, "How have you been? How's Russian hell?" The Russian glanced around before leaning in, speaking in a low voice. "It's complicated," he confessed. "You see, this is Russian H. It doesn't work." Like you'd expect, the American was puzzled. "What do you mean?" he questioned, thinking about his daily dose of manure. The Russian sighed. "Most of the time, there's no shovel, and the rest of the time, there's no manure." In a cozy corner of a local bar, a group of people were enjoying their drinks and chatting, getting to know each other by sharing little bits about their lives. One of the guys, with a friendly smile, introduced himself to the group. "Hither, I'm Larry," he said cheerfully. "You know, I consider myself a snag." Puzzled by the term, another patron in the group turned to him and asked, "What does that mean, snag?" Larry, pleased to explain, replied, "Oh, it's short for single new age guy. It means I'm single and aligned with new age values. I'm all about self-improvement, holistic health, and personal growth." The group nodded, impressed by Larry's lifestyle choice. The conversation continued, and another man in the group, wanting to share something about himself, chimed in. "Well, I'm Gary," he said, "and I live the dink life." A curious woman in the group inquired, "Dink life? What's that all about?" Gary responded, "It stands for double income, no kids. My partner and I both work, and we decided not to have children. So we usually have more disposable income to spend on ourselves and our hobbies." The group mused over how organized and clear Gary's life seemed, appreciating the simplicity and freedom that his choice provided. As the conversation flowed, a woman in the group decided to join in on defining her life with an acronym, much like Larry and Gary did. "It pleasure to meet you all. I'm Protrude," she said. "And in my life, I'm a wife now." Larry, intrigued, wondered about this new term. "A wife?" he asked. "Can you tell us what it stands for?" Gertrude, with a knowing smile, answered, "Wife stands for wash, iron, fuck, etc."